Welcome to this journey through one of the most enduring legends of Norse and Germanic mythology, the story of Sigurd, a hero whose feats and fate have echoed through the ages. Sigurd's tale is one of immense bravery, unbreakable bonds, and the heavy cost of ambition. Central to his legend is the sword Gram, a blade reforged from the fragments of his father's weapon, a symbol of legacy, power, and destiny. It's important to note that there are many versions of Sigurd's story, each with its own nuances and details. What we explore here is one of these tellings, a reflection of his journey, victories, heartbreaks, and the legacy he left behind. In this version, we'll follow Sigurd from his beginnings as the last of a noble line, through his battle with the mighty dragon Fafnir, and into the complex web of love, betrayal, and loss that shaped his life. Along the way, we'll uncover how the choices Sigurd made and the curses tied to his triumphs turned him from a hero of legend into a tragic figure bound by fate's cruel hand. Through this journey, we'll see how Sigurd's story captures the duality of greatness and frailty, exploring the heights of heroism and the depths of human struggle. Stay with us as we bring to life the legend of Sigurd and the sword Gram, a tale of light, shadow, and the enduring power of myth. Sigurd's story begins with his lineage, a legacy steeped in valor, tragedy, and the weight of destiny. Born into the Folklore family, Sigurd was the son of Sigmund, a mighty warrior whose strength and bravery were legendary. But the family's legacy was also marked by loss. Sigmund fell in battle, leaving behind only fragments of his once powerful sword. These shards would later be reforged into Gram, a weapon destined to shape Sigurd's path. Orphaned at a young age, Sigurd was taken in by Regan, a skilled but cunning blacksmith. Regan became Sigurd's mentor, teaching him the ways of battle and forging him into a formidable warrior. But Regan's intentions were not purely noble. He harbored a deep grudge against his brother, Fafnir, a dwarf transformed into a fearsome dragon through greed and betrayal. Fafnir guarded a vast treasure hoard, and Regan saw in Sigurd the means to exact his revenge. To prepare Sigurd for this daunting task, Regan reforged the fragments of Sigmund's sword. The result was Gram, a blade so sharp and powerful that it cleaved through stone and steel. For Sigurd, it was more than a weapon. It was a symbol of his father's legacy and a burden he would carry as he stepped into the role of hero. Under Regan's tutelage, Sigurd grew strong and skilled, driven by courage, loyalty, and the promise of greatness. Yet, unknown to him, his journey was already intertwined with deceit, ambition, and a curse that would shadow every victory. Sigurd's quest to slay the dragon Fafnir was not just a test of strength, but a confrontation with fate itself. Fafnir was no ordinary creature. Once a dwarf, he transformed into a dragon through greed and the lust for power, guarding a vast hoard of cursed treasure. Regan, driven by vengeance and ambition, pressed Sigurd to face this monstrous challenge, promising untold riches and glory. To prepare, Sigurd followed Regan's cunning advice. He dug a trench along the dragon's path and lay in wait. The ground shook as Fafnir approached, his massive form darkening the sky. With a steady hand and the sword Gram in his grasp, Sigurd waited for the right moment. As the dragon passed over him, Sigurd struck from below, driving Gram deep into Fafnir's underbelly. The dragon roared, writhing in pain, but Sigurd's strike was true. The great beast fell, and the ground trembled beneath its weight. This victory marked Sigurd's place among the legends of old. With Gram, he had defeated a creature of immense power and claimed the treasure that lay within Fafnir's grasp. Yet even in triumph, shadows lingered. Fafnir's blood, pooling around Sigurd, carried the weight of a curse, a warning that every victory comes with a cost, and no hero escapes fate unscathed. After slaying Fafnir, Sigurd stood amidst the dragon's lifeless form, its blood pooling around him. Unbeknownst to him, this blood held potent magic. As it touched his skin, Sigurd gained near invulnerability, his body protected by the dragon's essence, save for one spot where a fallen leaf had rested. This singular vulnerability would become part of Sigurd's fate. Dragon, watching from the shadows, approached with new demands. He asked Sigurd to cut out Fafnir's heart and cook it. As Sigurd prepared the heart over a fire, curiosity overtook him. He tasted a drop of the dragon's blood, and in that moment, a surge of awareness flooded his senses. He could suddenly hear and understand the language of birds. The birds around him, aware of this new bond, spoke of Regan's treachery. They warned Sigurd that his mentor planned to betray and kill him to claim the treasure for himself. Faced with this knowledge, Sigurd acted swiftly. When Regan approached with deceit in his eyes, Sigurd struck him down. This act severed the last tie to his manipulative mentor and marked a turning point in his journey. Alone, he now possessed Fafnir's treasure, a vast hoard of gold and cursed artifacts, including the ring Anvaranaut, known for bringing misfortune to its owners. Though victorious, Sigurd's path had darkened. The treasures he claimed carried a curse, and with each step he moved closer to a fate shadowed by both glory and sorrow. Sigurd's journey brought him to Brin Hilder, a Valkyrie trapped within a castle surrounded by a wall of unquenchable fire. She lay in an enchanted sleep, bound by magic and isolated from the world. Driven by fate and courage, Sigurd rode through the blazing flames with the sword Gram in hand, reaching the Valkyrie. When he touched her, Brin Hilder awoke, and in that moment, their destinies became intertwined. Brin Hilder, a figure of strength and grace, revealed her story and the conditions of her slumber. Captivated by her spirit, Sigurd swore an oath to marry her, forging a bond of loyalty and love. Together, they pledged their hearts, sealed by both fire and destiny. But fate soon tore them apart. Enchanted to forget Brin Hilder, Sigurd was led to marry Gudrun, the sister of King Gunnar. When Gunnar sought Brin Hilder's hand but could not pass through the flames himself, he asked for Sigurd's help. Under enchantment and disguised as Gunnar, Sigurd crossed the fire once more, winning Brin Hilder for the king. Upon learning of this betrayal, Brin Hilder's love turned to bitter rage. Her heart, once devoted, now burned with vengeance and grief, setting the stage for tragedy. The betrayal of Brin Hilder led to a series of events that would seal Sigurd's fate. Consumed by sorrow and fury over Sigurd's broken oath, Brin Hilder conspired with King Gunnar and his kin. Together, they plotted Sigurd's downfall, their hearts hardened by jealousy, pain, and revenge. One night, Sigurd was ambushed and struck by a fatal blow, but even in his final moments, his strength remained. With his dying breath, Sigurd retaliated, killing the man who had mortally wounded him. As he lay dying, memories of his past and the bonds he had forged and broken flashed before him. His journey, once marked by heroism and triumph, now ended in betrayal and bloodshed. Brynhilder's grief was overwhelming. She chose to end her life, stabbing herself and joining Sigurd in death. Their bodies were placed together on the funeral pyre, flames consuming them both. This final act of sorrow and unity marked the end of their tragic tale. A story woven with love, betrayal, vengeance, and the heavy hand of fate. Sigurd's legacy, entwined with both light and darkness, lives on as a reminder of the complexities of human ambition and the weight of destiny. Sigurd's legacy did not end with his death. His story, filled with heroism and sorrow, has endured across generations, capturing the imagination of those who hear it. At the heart of his legend lies the sword Gram, a blade that symbolized strength, destiny, and the heavy burden of fate. Gram was more than just a weapon. It was a link to Sigurd's past, a tool that shaped his journey, and a reminder of both his triumphs and his tragedies. Gram accompanied Sigurd through moments of great heroism, from slaying Fafnir the dragon to facing challenges that tested his courage and loyalty. It was a weapon that defined his role as a hero, but could not protect him from the complexities of love, betrayal, and human frailty. Even in his darkest moments, Gram remained a silent witness to Sigurd's trials and choices, embodying both his victories and the heavy cost they carried. The legacy of Sigurd and Gram echoes through Norse mythology as a tale of ambition, honor, and the inescapable weight of destiny. It reminds us that even the mightiest heroes are not immune to the struggles of the heart and the consequences of their actions. Sigurd's journey, though marked by both light and shadow, continues to inspire as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the stories that live on through time. As we reflect on the legend of Sigurd, we are reminded of the power of his choices, the strength of his will, and the lasting impact of his deeds. A hero whose story will never be forgotten. As we bring the tale of Sigurd to a close, we reflect on a story that transcends time, a journey of courage, betrayal, love, and the weight of destiny. Sigurd's life was marked by great triumphs and profound losses. He defeated a dragon, wielded the legendary sword Gram, and became a symbol of heroism. But he was also a man bound by the threads of fate, caught in the web of ambition, curses, and human frailty. Sigurd's choices and battles echo the complexities of the human experience. The struggle to fulfill one's destiny, the pain of broken vows, and the price of glory. His legacy, entwined with the power and tragedy of Gram, reminds us that even the mightiest heroes face darkness and doubt. Yet, it is their perseverance, their moments of strength and vulnerability, that make their stories timeless. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the legend of Sigurd. His tale continues to inspire, reminding us of the light and shadow that define all great stories. If you enjoyed this exploration of myth and legend, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. Until next time, may the stories of old continue to resonate and remind us of the power found within every legend.